Alright, so there's our escaped stego. So, I think today's agenda, first things first, secure this pad. And then go do some digging. Never forget. All our dead children. Oh yeah, probably do this. Um, I don't know if we have to do that every time, but we're gonna do it. This time. We didn't have anything running. Okay. I'm missing something. Copper. Wait, what's in this chest? Oh, all the bones, right. There are too many bones. Don't go in there. 44 more XP, god damn it. We have a carnivore in here, right? Do we have a Dilo? I think we had a Dilo. Close to just exactly what we need. No, that does it like that. Hey, Mutasaurus, Rugops, welcome to the stream. Shit. Why did that do... Oh, because I clicked down one. Okay, it's gotten very weird. Oh, it's because it's trying to connect to that section? There. Okay, we need more wire anyway. Did I have a guy in this pad? Probably not. Actually, let's kill you. Don't remember. There we go. Just need XP. So we can recapture our stego. We live in the worst timeline because Trillion describes an actual person now that doesn't even have the cool parts of the space dystopia. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up that that's been allowed to happen. The rampant financial crimes and just exploitation has been not great. It kind of sucks. Also, it's like the worst of them all. Who was the first? So there is no justice in the world. You alive? Yeah, you're moving. You're sleeping. 16 more XP. God fucking damn it. I'm never gonna get these guys recontained. It takes too much XP. Fence extended. Mostly. I guess I'll throw some more. Find another one of you fuckers. Get out of here. Oh my god. Why is he out there? Come back. I was gonna say, get the stego first because surely we won't lose track of the apatosaur, but now I'm starting to think we gotta get the apato in. Do leads work on the dinosaurs? Good question, actually. I've been making the Pokeballs, the Yoinkers or whatever, but maybe I can just lead and get them that way. I can at least bring them back. Do I really not have brakes? Ah, here. A Loch Ness Monster. Yeah. It was an Apatosaurus the whole time. Yeah, don't think we can lead him. $44 more XP for this guy. So he costs more than the Stego. Must be based off like HP or something. I wonder if there's a rule I can do for that. Or a mod setting. Because I would like... to not have to deal with that. Mob yoinker. Okay. These are just the things. Points are level. What does level do? Each day we stray closer to sex lakes. Yeah, the whole world is a sex lake. 287 more XP levels? Excuse me, what? I need to be level 300? Are you joking? So that's worse. Okay, let's get back on land. Or punching fish for XP? Yeah, maybe. Alright, yeah, there's nothing there that seems to tune the capability to use these cheaper. Yeah, how much XP do they actually give? Probably not much. Well, they give me fish eggs, so those might be useful for something. $32 more. So if I do that 4 more times, maybe. Get back here, fish. Not Subnautica approved. Yeah, in this game you can kill things. 19 more. God damn it. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Maybe that's enough. At least we know they're not going to drown. Finally got GW3, but you're not too happy with the system limit. Not only in animals, but buildings as well. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're on console, it's got some limitations. 11 more XP, are you joking? Didn't I only need 14 before? Did I really only gain like 3 XP there? Die, fish. Stop evading me. Fuck. Hitting fish is hard. Hold on, Apatosaurus, I'm coming. Two more! We're so close. Each fish is 1 XP? Yeah, it might be. Or even like a chance at 1 XP. It might be that they can sometimes give 0. Fish. That's one already killed. This is not how I expected the start of the stream to go. Fuck, there was a fish. Where'd it go? There. I'm coming, Apatosaurus. Yeah, okay, finally. One dinosaur recontained. Now we're gonna do all that again for the stego. But at least the stego's not in the ocean. Yeah. That was a lot. Oops. Need a new axe, too, after all that. Alright, back to the fences. Yeah, I don't know if leads are going to work on anything. We were in the ocean because that's where the Apatosaurus was. He escaped containment here somehow, and then just slowly, progressively drifted out to sea. So we got to work on fixing this pen up, which is what we're doing here. That's what I'm clicking on. There we go. Okay. Now, maybe, when we take it out of the Pokeball, it'll stay in here. This is your home! You live here now. Don't leave. Do we have two Stegos? Wait, did our Stego come back? Did he seriously break back in? Oh, hey, look at you. That's our Colobosaurus. Smaller Nithopod. Pretty nice looking. That's the Authie. Well, I'm a little concerned. If the stego broke back in, how the fuck did he get through the fence again? Unless he, like, went through the building there. I guess he could have climbed up the ridge here and walked along the fence and then over? It's possible. Huh. Because last we saw him, he was sitting over here up on this ledge. I think that's our stego. That's crazy. Alright. I do think we had a Dilo in here. Yeah, I'd like, even if we had a second one, I don't think it would be full grown by now. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we just had the one. Is there like a visual glitch there for a second? Did anybody see that? I'm going insane. Server's haunted. Gotta shut it all down. Oops. Now, let's look for this Dilo since I'm in here. I honestly don't remember if I did it. Maybe I never did it. Or maybe it was the Metri that was in here and it died? Maybe that's what I'm thinking? 3 more days till the Rebirth DLC? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be streaming it probably right away, the day it drops. Not like, you know, the second it's on Steam, but that day. In the afternoon sometime. Why are you in my dinosaur pen? Do you work for Biosyn? We gotta take care of this problem. Okay, maybe I just don't have a Dilo yet. Maybe I'm crazy. No, I'm positive. I remember seeing it. Because it had... Where did I breed a Dilo? Because it had a female... Or it had the Jurassic Park the game coloring, right? Get out of here, old man. We're going to go check the DNA archive. I guess it's easier. Actually, yeah, no, I have to be out here to get it over the... on top of the fence to fix it. It's possible we did breed a Dilo, put it in here, and he can jump higher than 3. It escaped. I don't think... Yeah, I don't have mob tracking. It might be something good to get. Yeah, it's Nedry's fault. Nedry did this to us. Damn it. Don't have enough anyway. So Frontier, apparently in the shareholder meeting, Frontier said they are putting out more content in their games this next financial year than they did previous year. Twice as much DLC. The question is, what do they actually mean by that? Because, you know, twice as much DLC as we had, but this, like, previous financial year for this game would mean 4 DLC packs, because we only had the 2 counting Rebirth. And that's actually not that many, so hard to say what's going on. But yeah, there's supposed to be arguably an uptake. Yeah, if Dylos could just dunk, that'd be crazy. The other possibility is it's in here. It could have died. No sign of the thing. Compies are still good. Planet Zoo hasn't gotten any DLC this year? Is that true? I have no idea. I would expect Chaos Theory would be coming. If not like a dedicated pack, I would expect us to start seeing packs with Chaos Theory content in them. Kind of like how they did Nothosaurus. Oh, I didn't want to make all that in iron bars. I misclicked. No. That was so much iron. Oh, shit. What a waste. A massive waste of resources. Yeah, Planet Zoo 2 is coming out. Looks pretty good. Wish JW3 looked that good in terms of the things the animals can do, at least. Got no problems with the way it looks visually. It's just the animals feel a lot more alive in that Planet Zoo 2 footage than they do in this in GW3. Not this game. In the main game. Okay. Oh yeah, DNA archive. Did we have a Dilophosaurus? If we have 100% genome in this chest, it's because we cloned it. Okay, there's no Dilo in here. Did I dream that we cloned a Dilo? Wait, there's no Dilo in here. I definitely had Dilo DNA. Did we clone it and then never recover its DNA? Last PZ DLC was almost exactly a year ago? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Standard procedure when we clone a Dilo, or an animal, is to take a sample of its DNA for archival. And I didn't do that? I don't have a syringe somewhere with DNA in it? We have Dracovinator, but we have no... Yeah, I had to have cloned the Dilo if we don't have any DNA for it. How have I fucked up this badly? Wait, I don't have Colovosaurus in here either? The mod update and delete the Dilophosaurus entirely? I don't think so. But apparently I also never took that Colovosaurus, so, like, maybe I did fuck up. I mean, another way I think we can do this is, yeah, achievements. Okay, yeah. Othnielia, Herrerasaurus, Colovosaurus, Silurus, Proceratosaurus, Metri. Did I just never have Dilophosaurus? It's not on the achievements, but neither is Stego? So not everything has an achievement. Only some of them have achievements. So that doesn't help us. Never mind. Oh, wait a second. There's more. There's another tab here. Okay, Apato, Stego, Dilophosaurus. We did do it. If it died, it should leave a carcass. There's no way for it to, like, completely disappear. Unless I bred it and put it somewhere else different for some reason. Don't know why I would do that. Colovosaurus. Where are you? Yeah, we have the Dilo achievement. We did it, for sure. It definitely was cloned. This is my own fucking Muldoon log experience. What's going on in this park? What's happening to all the dinosaurs? He just farting in his sleep? What was that? We make a berry and it doesn't either. Figure out instant transmission and flip it to the back rooms. Can we give it a black sand beach? We could try. Where do you get black sand? Does that exist in this version of Minecraft? Where the fuck are my little guys now? I mean, they are hard to see when they're sleeping, but like... The Colovo was right here when we went back to base. I heard him. I heard somebody. That's a moth. Motherfucker. How did you get here? How have you done this, Authy? I know you can climb in, like, film canon, or novel canon, but... Okay, at least he only costs $1 to yank. I can't keep these dinosaurs contained. Maybe they can go through the gate? You would hope not. Well, we have his DNA archived. So that guy is not as important as the other one. So it's supposed to be a chill stream on an off week before Rebirth drops. Just dig a hole, hang out, and all my dinosaurs are fucking escaping again. Hey, what the fuck? Found the Dilophosaurus. What, was he like in a tree? He must have just been like lying down next to like a tree or a ridge, and I just didn't see him. Okay, well, there's one answered. Now it's just that Colovosaurus. And I'd like to make sure that Authy is still in here. Okay, Authy's still inside. I'm watching you. At least he's got a blue head. Adaptive camo Dilophosaurus? I don't think he needs that. He's already got so much going for him. Where the fuck did that dinosaur get to? It could be sleeping in the feeder or like under the Apatosaurus. Get up. Are you hiding my other dinosaur? Nope. Hey, get down from there. You're gonna hurt yourself. Doesn't seem to be in the feeder. I don't think they can climb trees. I mean, they can climb trees accidentally, but I don't think they intentionally climb trees. Maybe the Dilo escaped and ate him and then jumped back in his pen. There's something over there. I see something moving over here. Storm, your heaven just scared the shit out of you? There he is. Wait a second. Who the fuck are you? Do I have two Authys? I didn't remember having two. I have a male and a female. Huh. I'm watching you too. Little scape artist sticking your head through the fence. Well, shit. Didn't put up the rest of the fence yet. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna purge a bunch of chickens for XP. It's not that easy to escape. Alright, you're the chosen two. Enjoy. Interesting that they're Othnielia when I yoinked them and their fossils are labeled Othnielia, but the name of the actual mob's been changed to Othnilosaurus. I personally would prefer keeping the 80s name since it's a novel species, just for novel continuity, but it's really not important. There's your friend back. How did you escape? I don't like that he's pacing the fence line. Okay. Maybe he's done. Unless they can climb the fence when it's unpowered. That'd be very inconvenient for me. Yeah, there's butterflies. Probably for the butterfly effect. Chaos theory. Technically, the Colovosaurus could have escaped and walked into this bin and gotten eaten, I suppose. One of the Othies escaping's a mistake, two escaping's a pattern. So definitely the smaller herbivores could escape too. We just didn't see it initially. I feel like having the herbivores next to the Dilophosaurus, which is the fence separating the two, is pretty poor. How's it feel to be Hammond? Yeah. I'm making the same kind of mistakes he did, I guess. Spared no expense, except for all the expense that I spared. Where in the fuck is that dinosaur? It has like a distinctive... There it is. Quick, DNA sample. Get him. 9 XP. No. I require your services once more, sheep. How much is 9? Okay, level 2 is probably good enough. Where'd he go? Where is he? No, come back. Okay. Colovosaurus captured. All dinosaurs are contained once more until they escape through whatever hole they've been escaping through again. Next working theory. We know the Stegonopato escaped through the same section of fence. So maybe these guys are also escaping through a section of fence, but it's a different spot. So what I'm going to do is sit here and stare at this box because it's full. Okay, all DNA samples acquired. I need, actually, give me these. Should they given them plastic spoons? What do plastic spoons have to do with it? Okay, working theory is going to be that they can slip under the fence. We're going to go to every place where the fence is raised on a slope, or we're just going to put another block in. Like that. Although it did seem like they all escaped out the front. They could be escaping through the lab. So we should probably also finish the lab. Why not make the area flat, like with a natural wall of dirt? Because it would take too much work, and I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we never had animals escape. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? He just, like, pirouetted up the fence and over. Ah, digging holes to escape. Oh my god, he takes so much XP to capture. I think they might just be climbing the fence. Okay, Stego's still in there. Unless it's the slope that allowed him to do it. Like, maybe he could walk up it like stairs because it's at an angle for some reason. Because it seemed like he specifically came over this section. I'd like to know, like, by what the exact problem is so that I can, like, keep using the fence. Like, if it is this section, we could do something about it, maybe. We could do a science experiment. We could just do something like this. Didn't mean that. No. Don't break the wire. Give me the block back. There we go. But yeah, if it's specifically this segment, then maybe we can just kind of block it off. But if they never escape again, then we know this segment's problematic, and we can try to figure out how to fix it. Well, let's go mining, and then if we get enough XP, we can capture them again. I mean, to be fair, I don't think they should climb the fence because they're an apatosaurus. They don't have thumbs. But yeah, we could also just try powering the fence. Maybe that's the best solution, honestly. Let's do both. Transwood made most of these songs. Well, then it's appropriate for the month, isn't it? Okay, so our generator's here. The real question is everything close enough that this is powered? It could be, Patasaurs are agile. Okay, the fence is in fact powered. Confirmed. Then we're gonna come back, find a bunch of dinosaurs barbecued on the fence like a bug zapper. Look if there's Cretaceous rocks or berry. We could do that. Would be fun to get a berry. Berry would be a great way to get mauled on repeat. Maybe. So far, so good. It's not climbing the fence. But it's not like they were escaping instantly before anyway. Let's do a head count. One Authie blue head. That's the presumably the male. Stego is still contained. No sign of the other Authie. How much do I play Spyro games? I don't. Zero. I have played a Spyro game in the past. I have played a few back in the day on like PlayStation, but I don't consider myself a player of Spyro games because hello? Because I don't play them actively. Well, I found 2 out of the 5 dinosaurs that are supposed to be in this pen. We know where the Apato is. Oh, there we go. Colovo is still contained. It's just a matter of where the other Authie went. That's the first one again. Seems like we may have lost the Authie again. Wait, what happened to the... Did I never finish the lake? Weird. Unless the terrain got destroyed by something somehow? Or I'm peaceful, so that shouldn't be a thing. Oh yeah, I can't climb the fence anymore. Sorry to startle you, Authie. We're gonna fix the lake, and then we're gonna go mining. Think I could make obsidian for its enclosure? I mean, theoretically. It may take a while, and I definitely don't want to do it. Can't reach the egg. Might want to terraform around that tree. It'll look weird if it's growing like right out of the lake. Yeah, electrified fences are not really an ethical way to contain an animal in a zoo. Not at all. Okay. The paleo plants are spreading nicely across the enclosure, though. That's cool. Forgot it was electrified again. Well, I think we just hope the Authy is in here because can't find it. Son of a bitch. This pen just leaks like a sieve. This is the least secure pen that has ever existed. Are you speculating, or are some of these animals like the fence is electrified now? Oh, wait a second. This side may not be because it's not connected up to the other side. Yeah, this side's not electrified. Wait a second. I need to build more of these. Power substations. Okay. Two redstone. Everybody just zap themselves. Okay, that is electrified. Could have been a butterfly. True, it could have been a butterfly. I would really like to contain the Colovosaur before it wanders off since he's so small. Easy to lose track of. Okay, the whole thing is powered now. Theoretically, they should not escape. Yeah, large enclosure and like, I mean, the real way to do it too is like a moat system so that they aren't given a path to escape that's obvious to them. Like you present a wild animal with a fence, it's going to want to escape. If it wants to go to the other side, that is. But if you put an animal in a hole in the ground, he's not going anywhere. That's lava. That was the eyes of a creature. It's like, what the fuck is in there? Alright, fish, I need your experience. Sorry, are you a coelacanth? No. Guapote. Did they even drop any XP? Could go to the swamp to farm more alligator eggs. This is very true. We could also abduct some alligators and bring them back. There's all the fish. Frogs. This is a mess. This ocean floor is like a complete mess. That's where all the fish are. They're down there in a cave. Caprasuchus versus Dinosuchus fans. Problem with Caprasuchus fans is Caprasuchus doesn't look anything like its pop culture depictions now at this point. The long, leggy terrestrial crocodile predator. It's kind of not real. Do turtles give XP? Ethically dubious. They do. Why did you punch that sea turtle? I needed XP. I am a monster. I know. I'm aware. I killed a turtle for just a little bit of XP. It didn't even help that much, and then I did it again. I am a terrible person. Whole, like, the entire island is insane. This whole island is just, like, spongy catacombs underneath it. Maybe this is why no animals are spawning. The whole island just has fish underneath it completely because it's full of caves. Yeah, we're on peaceful. No, I tried to find fish. Once again, I come back to the sheep. Calling. How are there only 2 goats? I bred the goats, I thought, earlier. Maybe I have to... Are the goats gendered? The goats might be gendered. I might not have a breeding pair of goats. That would explain it. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, the goats are from this mod as well, I believe. From the dinosaur mod, the Jurassic Saga mod. Yeah, if there was a plesiosaur, that'd be pretty unexpected. Who put that there? Fucking 8 XP! Okay, listen. Maybe I can just find a seam of coal somewhere. I was going to kill the armadillo, but it's been living peacefully with the Dilophosaurus. Even I have my limits. Well, the goats are still alive. I have not abused them in any way. Yeah, the Dilo was really chill. Is there any paleoflora in any of the movies? Serena veriformans, which is a fictional plant. That's the leaf that Ellie Sattler grabs in the first movie. She said this species of veriformans has been extinct since the Cretaceous period. And then it's never explained ever in the movies. What the fuck is going on with that leaf? Okay, there's a coal there. That's always bothered me. Just like, what, an InGen clone like one plant too? It's like the Meganura in the novel that's just randomly there and never explained. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? They just cloned Meganura to have in the park as like ambiance and didn't even include it on the species list? What the fuck's that about? It's kind of shit that keeps me up at night. Actually, yeah, I think Jurassic World canonically had, like, extinct plants in it. We just never actually see them in the movies. I think it's in, it was on the website or whatever, right? I'd be okay with Meganura being in the game, specifically because it is from the novel. The same reason I'm okay with Smilodon being in the game. I think above and beyond those two, I don't really want much more for mammals or insects. I'm okay with more, synapsids and therapsids and stuff from the Permian. I think those fit the vibe a lot better. I don't know if the dragonflies in the novel are even explicitly pointed out to be Meganura. I don't remember they're like in a single like passing mention. They're like in one sentence. It's just like a giant prehistoric dragonfly buzzes by or something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if they were even called Meganura in that moment. Yeah, I don't think you, but I don't think there's anything in the film that actually appears to be prehistoric for plants. It's all just website marketing stuff. Okay, once again. What about prehistoric crocodiles? Dinosuchus had a skeleton in a cut scene in Fallen Kingdom. So, if you consider deleted scenes canon, then Dinosuchus was on Nublar. It was also part of the Indominus. There's the other little fella. Okay, found both of our little fellas. I'm not going to have the XP to yoink this guy. Hopefully we can get the XP before he wakes up. Hey, Primal Gamer, welcome to the stream. I think they climbed the fences. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Crocs in JWE3. Because to me, the fact that Dinosuchus was planned for Fallen Kingdom is enough. That's enough of an excuse to put him in the game. That was a Othnielia jumping at the electric fence and getting blasted away by 10,000 volts. Yeah, the book lung efficiency issue that would prevent Meganura from coming back is a bit of a hurdle, but also probably like Stegosaurus probably couldn't breathe either, or other like Jurassic animals because the oxygen content is lower. That's actually why the stegosaurs are asthmatic in the novel. That's Crichton's way of acknowledging the oxygen content difference between the Jurassic and modern era. I expect Crocs to make it into JWE3 at some point. I will, if we get to the end of the game's lifespan and there's never been a Croc DLC, I'll be deeply surprised. They could put Meganura in the game, but just with like a tiny oxygen mask permanently attached to him. 12 more XP? Oh, come on. Couldn't a Patasaurus just smash without your offensive wanted to? Yeah, probably. But also, like, the fences that people use to contain, like, cattle, for instance, can also be just smashed through by the cows if they get mad enough. So that's not, like, a unusual idea. Yeah, just a matter of if the animal spends enough time, dealing with the fence when it's electrified. The electrification discourages them from even interacting with the fence, which keeps them away from, breaking it down, basically. Okay, wait, I can do this. We can do... Damn it. Alright, give me XP, please. Would Ted and Kate keep away the biggest animals? I mean, it doesn't even need to, like, actually repel them, as long as they don't like it. It's enough. But, yeah, I don't know if it would actually work as an effective deterrent. Do you get less XP if you pull stuff out of the furnace, like, one at a time? Is it more efficient if you just wait for it all to be done? I think there was more copper, yeah, like right here. Yeah. Dimetrodon, it was always surprising to me that in JW2 they never recycled the Dimetrodon animations with anything. Like, they could have done, like, a Dilophosaurus or some other, like, Pelycosaur type stuff, or given it to a Croc and it would work just fine. Which we've seen with, modders making, Crocs for, I think, both 2 and 3 based off of, like, Dimetrodon rigs and stuff. Especially now that Dimetrodon's semi-aquatic. Yeah, barrier, not a blockade. Right. That's enough copper. Okay, it does not give XP. I assume it gives XP when smelted. Although if I was going to smelt it, I probably should have, stopped my smelting jobs here. I would like to dig a hole at some point tonight, but we're running out of time. This is supposed to be a short stream. We got a little bit of time yet. Okay. I think that'll get us there. Ironic using coal? A little bit. Too much crap. There, it's a decorative shelf. Done. Is this like killing you? Hopefully not. Hopefully it just bounces them off and they're not going to die from it. He's not too bright, is he? At least he stopped now. Yeah, it just bounces me off, so it doesn't actually hurt me. So hopefully that's true for them as well. I don't think we need this here. I think this was not the real reason they could escape. I'm worried about the falling damage, though. Like, they're kind of on a little bit of a hill there. I could see that little guy getting knocked back enough to take enough falling damage to actually hurt himself pretty good and get killed that way. Right like that. Thanks for the leads, idiot. I'm doing good, Taylor. How are you? Someone said you have sheep behavior because you agree with me on the flaws at JW3. Because of my gameplay instead of buying it for yourself and that you know jack shit about it? Maybe they should mind their own business. You don't need to play a game to be aware of the flaws. Hated the muted on the movie, but from we've seen the trailers, it's not bad. Yeah, like, they gave it some interesting behaviors. It looks really good in terms of, like, the way it's rendered. Like, the wings with the sun filtering through the membrane is, like, really good looking. So, I can see, Mutadon being, relatively speaking, redeemed by the DLC a bit. It's still not going to be winning anything in my mind. Certainly more interested in it in-game having seen it than I would have been otherwise. Maybe we just, like, pick a direction. If I go this way... I could dig it this way, I suppose. Also, welcome to Stream Biocraft. How do I feel about the new gene mods? I think they're interesting, but I need to see them and see exactly how they work first. Optimistic, but they could easily end up being worthless, so we will see. Yeah, Mutadon could have some good skins. It's certainly possible. A little bit of shale. Yeah, it remains to be seen how useful they'll be for sure, the genes. Oops. But that's fine. If Rebirth is doesn't really do anything to make the management more interesting, well, we have the PK update coming 2 weeks later, so at least there's that. And the PK devs responded to posted a comment on my video. That was like crazy. It was like, didn't expect them to actually pay any attention to that. D-Rex is unsavable? Yeah. I mean, the Mutadon is pretty close to unsavable in my mind, too. Just, when I say they've done a good job with it, it's still like a hideous gargoyle wyvern piece of shit thing. Yeah, the JW Utah Raptor's great. I'll be playing the Rebirth DLC, but I do wonder how much of the DLC itself will see any usage from me after we finish the campaign. Because, like, a campaign's usually not worth replaying. Not like a challenge mode might be. I'm not going to make parks with Distortus and Mutadon in them, like, ever. And even, like, Titanosaurus and Aqualops probably don't see that much use. So the genes are really something I'm kind of counting on for, like, having something to have a lasting impact. To actually feel like the DLC's added something to the game for me personally. Maybe some of the decorative stuff, too, will be useful. I don't know. Like, the pipes are cool. The Aztec rune stuff is pretty unique. So those could be worth it, too. Yeah, I wonder... A lot of people online say that, you know, oh, the vast majority of players just play Sandbox. I wonder how true that is. I mean, like, you can't even evaluate that properly in JW3 because Sandbox is the only free-play mode that exists. So, like, those metrics are inherently screwed. I'm hoping there's some extra stuff in the free update they haven't revealed yet. It'd be nice to have some surprises. Yeah, the Dominion DLCs were nice. Like, they were fun to play, and they added animals that I'd like to use, and they added some new gameplay mechanics that were interesting. And they added some really interesting new gameplay mechanics that they never let us use again, like the poacher stuff. Which is like, why was that not a challenge mode? Why was there not a challenge mode with the campaign poacher mechanics? So weird. Yeah, I mean, like, Titanosaur is not bad. It's just that the design is so itself. It doesn't feel like a Titanosaur. It feels like a movie monster a little bit. It's a good design, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like it fits into, like, a generic dinosaur park. It feels like it fits in a Jurassic World Rebirth park. Yeah, if the genes are just, like, more of the same or better than what we have now, then it just technically makes the game even easier, but I think the game is so easy that things that make it easier literally don't matter, right? Like, the game is so fundamentally broken economically that adding new things like genes that make the dinosaurs even more powerful really actually doesn't matter that much. Like until they give like cooldown, like an internal cooldown to contracts, and just do something else with the economy, because even cranking income tax to 100 is like a very artificial way to try to balance things. Like it's not actually a reasonable like way to handle the game. Okay, well that's probably the ocean. So we found no fossils. So that was a terrible expedition. Yeah, I don't use the pyro much, but I like the Therizinosaurus. I like the Oviraptor, the Morose. Like the having more of the little guys was nice instead of just having to use Compy and Coelophysis all the time. I like Dreadnoughtus, the Dominion Dreadnoughtus quite a bit. I think one thing you can't complain about with the Rebirth DLC is it does actually include quite a few animals in it because of the variants. Like the variants are really effectively almost a whole new species. Well, I mean, they don't have dimorphism, they don't have juveniles, so I guess that's no longer true. But still, making a variant model for like the Spinosaurus or the T-Rex is more intensive than making a male for another animal. Like it takes more effort to make a variant, a single gendered variant, than it does to make the male if the female already exists. So. What Cenozoic species would I not actually mind seeing? I mean, if I have to pick, it's going to be like terror birds, I guess. Get some Forest Racus action going or something. Or however you say that guy's name. Yeah, I'm gonna be a Rebirth Rex enjoyer for sure. I one of the few designs in Rebirth that I have no qualms about is that chunky Rex. That is like no notes. Fantastic. I like the color, the patterning. I like the bulk. I guess if there were any notes, it'd be the cheek scales are probably a little too iguana. But like, I don't even mind that as a choice. I'm just like literally looking for something to nitpick at that point. Yeah, I saw the Aqualops was like extremely tiny, which I was questioning like mentally if that makes sense, because really it seemed like the Microceratus, just thinking back to like the Microceratus and Dominion and like side by side kind of comparing it with Dolores from Rebirth, they really seem to me that they're like kind of the same size. So I kind of question why the Aqualops was made even smaller. Yeah, Basilosaurus would be all right. It's kind of funny because it's, you know, the Saurus that isn't a lizard, which would make it a kind of ironic addition to the game as well. Yeah, plus like Dolores is the only Aqualops we see. I don't know how big a real Aqualops is, but they could just say that Dolores was like undersized or a juvenile and like make it a little bit bigger for the sake of the game, and that wouldn't have even been that weird. Okay, this is Triassic, so we're too deep. We got to dig up. We're just gonna find more Herrerasaurus, which you mean I like Herrerasaurus, but surprised that Basilosaurus hasn't been properly renamed. That's not how they do it. That's the thing, right? There's plenty of animals that have names that are technically wrong. Proceratosaurus, Prosaurolophus, um, Basilosaurus. I mean, Basilosaurus is more egregious, but like, same kind of idea, right? But when something's published, that name is basically staying forever. Unless there's some other, unless it's, you know, already been taken, right? And they just didn't realize it. Or maybe if it was like really racist. There's probably a few examples of that. Have I watched the Among Us show? No. I will not be watching it. I don't care. That's not for me. The only reason I like the game because I like to fuck with people. So the game was really good for that. It just let me be a big troll, but like I don't care about the lore. Love to be friends on Discord. Well, unfortunately, I don't friend Twitch bots. So you're gonna have to go be friends with yourself somewhere else. You despise the Triassic, but it has Herrerasaurs. How can you dislike the era of time that has Herrerasaurs? This doesn't add up. Yeah, they gotta collect DNA from the smallest dinosaurs. Same thing. We gotta cure fucking blood clots or something. There's could be stuff there. It's dark enough that I could have missed some stuff. The Isle's done that to you? I have been suggested a few like the Isle Herrerasaurus gameplay videos of people like trolling or whatever as Herrerasaurus. It's about the only thing that's ever got me interested in the Isle. It's like, that's kind of awesome. Yeah, they climb. You want a good How to Train Your Dragon game? Never seen it. I have not seen any of those movies. They're after my time. I am an old man. Yeah, I like that JWE3 couldn't really figure out what to do with Rebirth, so they just did a prequel. They're just like, well, okay, what if the lab was actually still running? And that's the campaign. Just like, I don't know, fuck it. Good enough. That's about really all I expected, optimistically, so I think it's a good approach to take for them. Especially if they like actually do a decent job making it feel a little bit like mad science with like the experimental traits, and then it actually kind of does feel like Weird Science Island. Hey Zach, welcome to the stream. It's going pretty good. We're digging a hole, looking for fossils, finding nothing that we actually want, just some Triassic stuff. But if we dig up, maybe we'll get lucky. Nah, it's got to be a new island. It can't be also Saint Hubert. It's got to be like Site D. It's gonna be somewhere else entirely. It's over by like Indonesia. It's InGen's other secret laboratory for dinosaur experiments. Some people out there that still want a Manticorp DLC for some reason. Yeah, Manticorp is dog shit. So I think the only reason people like Manticorp is because they're diehard Camp Cretaceous fans, one. Or two, they really like the biodome idea. Which honestly, the biodome could be pretty good in JWE3. Like a biodome map or something, or like a mechanic based around it. I could see that working out pretty well. Don't have nephews or nieces or small cousins or small siblings to watch it with? Nope. I had two younger sisters, but I mean, they're in their 30s now or whatever, so. Also, dragons weren't dinosaurs, so even if it did come out when I was still young enough to watch something like that, I'd have been like, I don't want to watch dragons. Site Z in 2060, yeah. Well, that was a dud. Let's go get some more picks and do one more expedition today, maybe. Now, the real question is, I dug, like, all over the place, and I, like, fell down, like, 3 times. Where the fuck is the exit? I'm never getting out of here. I will never see daylight again. Hmm. I've been to Site X. I've been there a few times in my free time. Yeah, went out of their way to say they weren't going to make the dinosaurs movie monsters, and then boom, D-Rex. Yeah, I mean, it was the most like behaviorally the animals were better, but design-wise they were like the most movie monster designs they've had in a long time. So it was like definitely a mixed signal. Oh my god, this happens in like every Minecraft like build or playthrough I do. Eventually, I will break all my picks, and I will be a mile under the earth with just a network of random ass caves. Like, I know we didn't come down here. I don't remember this, but I'm gonna just keep climbing up. But this always happens. I always end up trapped underground with no idea where the fuck the exit is. And I spend like 2 days like trying to leave. It's because we broke through into our main cave network. That's where the real doom started. It's just coal here, so I definitely wasn't here. Where did I come from? I have no memory of this place. Insert Gandalf meme. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know what the logic is with the like how they tried to hype up the Rebirth Island as like the island of misfit dinosaurs, and there's just a regular Ankylosaurus, a regular Dilophosaurus, a regular Parasaur, and like an adorable Aqualops. It's like, how are these the misfit dinosaurs? Excuse me? Yeah, the Indorognathus is just a little naked, that's all. Like he doesn't deserve to be labeled a misfit. What the fuck? What did he do? Did he eat a child or something? I'm never I'm never escaping. Yeah, but it could have just been Sorna. The whole like Sorna was strip mine thing is from like marketing material anyway. They could have just ignored that. The Rebirth Island could have been Sorna and nothing would have changed. Like there's nothing about Ile Saint Hubert that like sets it apart from any other island. It's just another tropical island. Now I'm back here. Yeah, the best explanation I've seen from people is like the titanosaurs are too amorous, they breed too much. But like that's why you have controlled breeding. You limit the availability of males? Like that shouldn't be a problem for a zoo. Easy to explain if it was just Sorna again? Yeah. Can I just dig up out of here? Am I maybe near the surface? Okay. Wait. This is where the entrance is. So we just keep moving that way. God damn it. I should always start heading to the surface when I get to my last pick. Yeah. Like the animals in Rebirth are no less weird than the weirdest examples of animals that were allowed in the park. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, but the GP3 Spino, like, could be dead. If you follow Camp Cretaceous's canon, it's not even on Sorna anymore. So they can just ignore it and have other Spinos. It's fine. Maybe I want to go up here? This could be an escape. I mean, it looks like I went up and never came back down again, so it's a good sign. Oh, fuck. They just did this. Well. Yeah, I think that would have been a great way for them to make the Rebirth Island feel slightly different, as if it was a secret biosyn facility, which is what it originally was. The original concept of the island was a biosyn facility. Just do that. That's better. Instead of InGen Island number 3, we have, you know, secret shitty biosyn lab. It would be Biosyn's Isla Sorna. That would be fine. Okay. This is going in the right direction. Yeah, and like you could have some whole shtick about like you could do the whole same setup and then just do a twist ending at the end that it's actually the whole thing was a bullshit and the guy was just trying to get DNA samples again because it's biosyn. Because the heart disease thing is pretty dumb. Yeah, the lab really does look like a biosyn lab. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I can escape over here. Maybe I can swim out. Because there's water there. That's a dead end. Could start bricking in some of these like random side tunnels. Maybe that would help my lost ass figure out where the fuck I'm going. I feel like up there could be a thing. Wait, did I do this to get to coal here? Shit, that's fossils right there. I think it's Triassic. I think that looks right. Hmm. Interesting. It's just a dead end. Or just do like a different type of environment. Like at least with the Biosin Sanctuary, that had that benefit going for it. That it was like this isolated valley instead of just another island. It makes it feel slightly different. Yeah, we should be well past the content drought with JWE3 going forward. You know, we got a big DLC out now, so that push to get like the Rebirth DLC is over with, and the franchise, the question mark on the stability of the franchise is gone now. Everything's updating again, so it should be quicker now. Motherfucker, never escaping. It almost feels like a slight design flaw in Minecraft. The that like you can't easily dig yourself back out from a cave if you run out of picks. Like it makes sense that you can't, but from like a gameplay perspective point, it's a big annoyance. Also, criticizing Minecraft gameplay is like really stupid. It's like the most successful game ever. I should just shut the fuck up. But you know, maybe it would be nice if I could just get out of the fucking cave without having to punch rocks for an hour. That goes up. Maybe? Might as well go up there. What else am I going to do? Got your bamboo forest. Now we just need an African savanna. Fair. Do you think the DLC is going to be 3 to 4 animals from now on? Yeah, they might be 3. That's kind of the precedent that's been established. People celebrated, you know, not having to pay for Dino Kairos, but it might have ended up establishing the precedent that there's just less animals in DLCs, period. And so my worry would be if that means like a DLC that would have had a returning species taking up a slot just doesn't have anything. Okay, we're at the surface. Oh my god. We've done it. We just gotta dig out. This puts me not in a pen. Great. Oh, this does put me in a pen. Whoops. Hey, can you not clip into the fence so that this dilo doesn't eat your ass? That'd be great. Hello. You're very chill. It's because you're not hungry. I think more than anything, it's just because wood comes from trees and trees are on the surface. You can't make a mine pick out of not wooden handle. It's gotta be wood. Come on. You can argue that it's to make, you know, cave exploration risky or whatever, but yeah, the Dilo is just completely passive. He does look good. It is a good looking Dilo. Yeah, this whole island is just honeycombed. It's a it's a lot. No more bones. We have a different chest for bones. The fuck? Who are you? Get out of my house! Who let this child in here? I don't know this kid. I swear, officer, I've never seen this child before in my life. Put all the stone stuff in the other chest. It's the middle. Get up. It's the middle of the day. Why are you just laying in bed? There we go. Stop jumping on the bed. There's a scientific laboratory. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to make torches, but I guess we could still do that. Slime them? With what? Yeah, I did truly kidnap 2 people and force them to repopulate an entire village. I suppose letting their child sleep over is the least I could do. How would I change the plot motivation of Rebirth? The DX disease has appeared and the dinosaurs are dying, but it's jumped to humanity. And now people are dying of the DX disease. So they need to go to Isla Sorna to go find old records from the original creation of the dinosaurs to understand the source of the DX disease so they can cure it and save both the dinosaurs and humanity. And that's the movie. And then you get to bring back a thing from the novels, which is fun. An actual plot point and not just a scene. Yeah, my new assistant is, I'm going to fire him. You're lucky I didn't put the gun mod in. Okay, let's just keep the gravel. We'll just find a way to get rid of it. I'll use it. Okay, give me this. I wonder if we have enough for an Apatosaurus. Get the fuck out of here and stay out. You think you live here? Now you don't. Get out of here. Okay, I don't care about Flint, Michigan, or the Rock. Did I think of this before? I didn't hesitate. Which part? Oh, the red suitcases are chunks of meat. There used to be a carnivore feeder. So I was putting out bundles of meat to feed the carnivores. Then I got rid of the feeder, but the meat stayed forever. Anybody seen an Apatosaurus around? Oh, there it is. I hate the people don't care for dinosaurs thing. It's so stupid. People love lions and tigers and bears, and they've been around for thousands of years. Like, people would not give up on dinosaurs in like 20 years. It's insane. I love that the traders keep showing up. There's like 2 people live in this village and like an axe murderer, and then they just keep coming. They're like, maybe this time he'll want to buy something instead of just killing me. He killed everybody else in this company, but maybe I'm the one that he'll work with. Nope. Yeah, it's so forced, and they keep doing it because they did the same thing in Jurassic World. Like, people are tired of dinosaurs. We got to breed new dinosaurs that are cooler. Like, no, no, you don't. Well, that's not a cave. Okay, fair enough. Oh, me recreating the Rebirth movie on a flip of a dime. Yeah, that is an idea I've had for fixing Rebirth for a long time. Yeah, that was none of that was off the top of my head. That was all already an idea I had. That might be in the Rebirth review video. I don't remember if I had the idea back then. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Rebirth. What I remember really liking was probably like the island stuff before the the end sequence in the gas station happens, seeing like the old pipes and stuff, and the wreck sequence. Also, just like the stuff on the boat was fairly new. This whole like Jaws-esque interaction with the Mosasaur is pretty good. Thinking of starting SMP and you're looking for some streamers. Would I be interested in joining? I'm afraid not at this time. Currently just do Minecraft, just kind of filler streams. So I'm not really looking for some more long-term Minecraft project. So thank you for popping by and asking, but I have to decline. Masrani wanted monsters? Yeah, fair. It's Masrani's characterization always feels really like weird to me. Because he's kind of presented as a Hammond-like figure sometimes, where it's like he comes off very earnestly. But then also they have that whole thing with like how much does he actually care about the animals and like how much is just the money. I don't know. It's not necessarily a bad thing for his character to remain ambiguous. Just never know what to make of him. He's a shifty fella. Well, it's possible if you take the ending of Camp Cretaceous as canon that the Spino's whereabouts are kind of secret, maybe. Yeah, the whole like people don't like dinosaurs anymore thing always makes me think of when you have like an older person who just goes like dinosaurs are for kids. It's like no. They can be for kids, but they're not just for kids. They're a scientific interest. You are crazy. It always has just shades of that like the only people who care about dinosaurs are children. Yeah, if anything, Masrani maybe just skews a little too close to film Hammond in that he's like well-intentioned but maybe misguided. That's kind of just the same character. If he was a little more villainous, I think that film might be better for it. Because like, there's elements of Jurassic World that start to lean into like corporate satire, and I always felt like if Jurassic World was stronger on the satire angle, it would be better. Because I find it a little weak, the movie. Like it's still probably the best of the Jurassic World films. Although I don't like some of the stuff it establishes for the franchise, but it's just a standalone like adventure movie, sure. But if it actually had like a real message about like corporate greed, I would appreciate that. Yeah, just the status of like the Sorna dinosaurs has just always been super ambiguous. It's like the marketing gets one idea on what they want to do with it, and then the films just ignore it, and then it just leaves it in a weird state of like, does anybody know what's going on with Sorna anymore? And then on top of that, you have Cretaceous using it, and it's just like, is this even going to be canon the second a movie wants to like deal with Sorna again, if ever? Very ambiguous. Maybe have the film be less misogynistic. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of weird in that sense, too. Because, like, you've got Claire, like, having her kind of girl power moment, but also she's, like, running around in heels the whole time. It's very, like, weird. A lot of mixed messages in Jurassic World. It was a very dramatic musical sting. Jurassic Park is incredibly progressive for when it came out. It's almost like I'm gonna do a movie on or a video on that point sometime this month. Stop looking at my notepad. Yeah, that Minecraft cave noise, that stuff's always good. Ambient like audio stuff like that is always fantastic in games. Yeah, something different should have been done with Lockwood, but I'm not sure what. Maybe you lean into the human cloning angle, and like he's interested in the dinosaurs and wants to save them, but it turns out he really just wants to like reverse engineer the cloning for like human cloning purposes or something. I don't know. I haven't thought much about that. You could talk about the Distortus mechanics, Steven. That's fine. I probably am aware of them. It's like the whole like thing where you can't trank them. Makes them hard to transport. You gotta use the flares that he likes. Because of course, a Jurassic dinosaur has to love a flare. It's in their contract. Hunter copies the same humanoid dweller concept to oversaturate the horror mod landscape. Yeah. Internet era horror is a little weak. Well, I've never been into like SCP and that kind of crap. I'm like, for every interesting idea somebody has, it gets copied a billion times, and there's like 1,000 awful ideas as well floating around. Are we just in the ocean now? Is this just the ocean? Maybe. There's fossils there, though. Got tunnel vision, just made a park based on a small idea, then didn't go in with any bigger ideas. Just thought it went for your park, in the end you had no fun and quit. I can see that. I think you just gotta find a way to play it that appeals to you. That's how it has to be. Okay, so I want those fossils, and I don't want to drown. What a conundrum. Problem with, like, the War Raptors thing is it's a bit goofy. It's, like, not very believable. True, it is stupid enough that it could be an actual thing that certain people tried to push on the military. But it just needed, like, a Pete Hegseth to do it. I guess that's what what's his face is. Can't think of Vic Hoskins. I guess Vic Hoskins is just a Pete Hegsworth type. Just a dumb bro. Okay, where are those fossils from here? Right there. We were gonna get those fossils, goddammit. Yeah, no, animals have been used in combat situations to limited capacities and for very specific things. But, like, the idea that you'd be sending, like, raptors in to scout a tunnel is, like, kind of nuts. Also, it's, like, a creature that, like, a dog we've known dogs for thousands and thousands of years. We've domesticated them. This is a creature we've been aware of for 2 decades, and it's never been domesticated. That's what makes it kind of ridiculous. Do you think if a human cloning were an actual thing, the military would try to create clone soldiers? No, because it's cheaper to just not give people health care so that poor people have to be in the military. Why would they bother cloning? They've already perfected the system. Can't train a lion or hyena for war. There was like one instance for a bear, and it was a special case. Yeah. A lot of stuff is yeah, horses are specialized, they don't really count. Dogs are specialized, they don't really count. And like the Soviets or whatever use dolphins for like sea mine defusal or something. But that also is questionable. Because we've been training dolphins to do shit for like a long time. More as a gimmick, less so for warfare. Like, I'm not saying that you couldn't train a velociraptor, it's just the logistics of training a velociraptor in that universe that I don't believe in, right? If you wanted to do some, like, alternate timeline thing where people, like, had domesticated velociraptors over thousands of years and used them for war, I'm down for that. I'm just not down for that in Jurassic Park. That's all. Sounds cooler to have a slave clone class than to throw the homeless into the meat grinder. I mean, sure. One is a horrible dystopic sci-fi thing, and the other one is just a horrible dystopic real-world thing. So it is true that the sci-fi thing would be funner. Boat and subtracking, even then, yeah. Okay, we just got Cretaceous amber, but we only got cicadas, so we didn't get any. Ooh, wait, my inventory's full. Was it possible I missed some? Oh no, I have one inventory slot. I probably didn't miss it. We just didn't get any mosquitoes. We just got cicadas. Lame. Lame ass cicadas. We are by the ocean. That explains a bit. Okay, so if I dig from here, I go this way, we go inland. All right, I need to wrap upstream soon, but I would like to do a little more digging first. This is a bunch of nothing. Clone a Cretaceous dinosaur next year. Hey, do we have any Cretaceous dinosaurs? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it will be next year. I was thinking we had something, but now that I think about it, I think they are all Jurassic or Triassic. Because I think Colossaurus is Jurassic. Hothies are Jurassic. So I think, yeah, everything is. Oh, no, if we lived in Jurassic Park world, I'd also want a dinosaur as a pet. 100%. Don't get me wrong there. Well, that's probably as good a reason as any to go back. Grab this. I need the XP. Living up to the name. Let's drop the flint. So let's just get rid of the other flint too. Yeah, the music was very memorable. I didn't even like grow up with this game as like a child. I was an adult by the time this was out, but it still has a lot of nostalgia with it. 100%. Yeah, completely mauled by your adorable little pet. It's never his fault though. He's just being himself. This is the exit? Yes. Putting like a T junction in your like mine shaft is just the recipe for getting lost forever. Like anything could be the exit. Damn cave moth. You're gonna hit the A? Alright, catch you later, Biocraft. Thanks for coming by. We will be wrapping up here shortly as well. I just want to get these fossils processed, get our inventory sorted out. And if we happen to get anything new, clone it, but it's probably not happening. Wait, are you a... Oh my god, he's a lab assistant. He actually did become a lab assistant. Wait a second. Maybe he actually is useful. The butterfly did nothing wrong. It was in my cave. He didn't belong there. Yeah, cat claws. Cats can mess some shit up. I had my friend's cat chewing on my leg, and I just had to be like, well, I guess it's my life now. I'm not gonna do anything to this cat. Doctor? Ooh. It's nothing new, and it's not Cretaceous, but it is DNA. Okay, we have reached critical mass as far as storage goes. It's kind of a problem. Here. Damn it. What do I get rid of? There's too much shit. I'm just gonna put this andesite in here and never look at it again. I'm such a fucking hoarder in Minecraft, I just can't throw shit away. I gotta keep everything. You know, what if I need 7,000 bones? If I threw them away, I'd feel very silly if I needed all 7,000 bones. Okay. Patasaurus. Getting close to a second Apato. Solurus. And Clovo. Mabelia orange. Mabelia yellow. Wait, blue and orange. Basic. There's too much stuff. How much DNA do we have of the Cretaceous animals? We're getting close on a few. Okay, I gotta put like the meat somewhere else, maybe. Fish. 51% Uoplo. 53% of Kilobator. 66% Baryonyx. 71% Styracosaurus. 70% Troodon. 80... Nope, that's Dryo. We had a few. Gallimimus 61%. Like, they're getting close. Ish. Alright, meat goes in with the bones, because bones and meat are animal byproducts. And maybe we just make a bunch of sticks. Because I do need some more torches. Oops. Didn't mean to make tiny coal. Oh my god, how do I undo tiny coal? Can I not undo... What the fuck is tiny coal? What does this do? Okay, that's how you make it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we need like 100%. I swear we cloned a dinosaur before without 100% DNA, but I don't know what percent it was. But then I tried to clone one that was in the 90s and it didn't work, so yeah, no idea if you can have like 95% and it works or something. All right, we're gonna try and capture the Apato, and then we're ending stream. Success or fail. That is our mission. Level 14 might be high enough. It's like, one would hope it's high enough. Stego appears contained. Yeah, Microraptor theoretically could be a good pet. I could see it working out that way. Dilo check. Oh, there it is. I like the sounds. $12 more XP. Seriously, 12? Okay, we're gonna finish it. We're gonna capture it. We'll just we'll do a little animal breeding maybe. Okay, so Yeah, see, I think both of these goats have udders. I think we got two lady goats. I think that's why, yeah. I actually don't even know. I thought I tried to get them to breed of the wheat and it was working before. And so I just attributed them being the same gender to them not producing a offspring. But now I'm not even sure that the wheat was correct. So I don't even know if I ever had the capability to breed goats. Yeah, baryonic scourge of fish everywhere. Four XP. I just want my dinosaur back. Damn it. Where them fish? You're gonna hop off? Alright, Mutasaurus, we'll catch you later. We are hopping off as well as soon as we get this goddamn Apatosaurus back. 4 XP is all I need. I got this. Somewhere. Fish. Here, fish. Give me your XP. Damn it. Okay, let's just put something in the furnace. We have a bunch of coal. Why am I looking for a fish? Minecraft animals reproduce by well, it wouldn't be fission because it's like a what would you call that? What sort of form of sexual reproduction would it be? Because they combine genetics, but they just bud. There's no like actual reproductive action that happens. So it's like sexual reproduction, but by fission. Make a fishing rod for on-demand XP. Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. Let's do this. What else can I burn? I could cook. Maybe I should cook. Just do more cobblestone. Oh, can I not do cobblestone in the blast furnace? Lame. Fair enough. It is a blast furnace after all. Breed like flowers? Yeah, they get pollinated. That's it. That makes sense. Pollination and then budding. Okay. Maybe that's enough. Let's just go check, and then if it's not, by the time we get back here, it will be enough. Also, it sounded like somebody was in the water. It might just be a person, though. Could be a fish. It could also be a frog. Get him. Get him. God fucking damn it. I only chimed once. Don't know if we got more than 1 XP. Fuck. Hopefully we've solved the breakout problem because I am tired of having to recapture these guys over and over and over. Yeah, I've invested so much into this Apatosaurus. It's crazy. Like, like 100 levels or something, probably. Okay, we just need one XP chime. Just one sound. Nothing. Nothing. Fuck you! Give me XP! Is meat, like, guaranteed XP? Damn it! It also just doesn't give me XP. Oh my god. I'm going insane. Oh my god, finally. Okay, cancel. 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 No, wait. Okay. Alright, you long-necked son of a bitch. Get inside of this tiny, tiny cage. Yeah, the question is, are the other animals still here? Maybe I should have checked that first. See if we actually solve the animal escape problem. Because I might just be wasting all my XP capturing this guy again, and he's just going to escape. Because you know what? I don't see anybody else in here. Okay, there's the stego at least. Okay, it's breathing. That's great. It is alive. Just lounging. Okay, one Authy. That's good. At least one of them is still contained. There's another one. And there's the Colovosaurus. Everything is contained. It was just... They were climbing the non-electrified fences. Now that the fences are electrified, I think we've solved containment. Can you stop levitating, please? It's weird. Alright, that's going to be it for the stream. I don't know when we'll be back to Minecraft because we're doing JWE next week. And we're doing JWE during the week. We will be streaming the Rebirth campaign on launch day. Basically, as soon as I get around to it that day, in the early afternoon, probably. We'll probably do a long stream, and then presumably we'll finish it up on the weekend, unless there's too much or too little content to do so. Hopefully, if that's the case, it's the second one that there's too much. But we'll see. So,